Perkenalkan, nama saya Adelbertus Chun Chun, 3 nomor NPM terakhir 193 dari PGSD A522. Di sini saya akan mempresentasikan teks project UAS Bahasa Inggris yang diampu oleh Ibu dosen Bu Hadna Suryantari MPD. Di sini saya akan menjelaskan mata pelajaran olahraga materi futsal. Langsung masuk ke dalam opening. Good morning student, how are you today? All healthy? Okay, great. I'm happy with your enthusiasm. Is anyone missing today? Everyone present? Okay. Good enthusiasm for our first meeting of the semester. On this Saturday morning, we will do sport practice, which is definitely very exciting, of course. You can see from my clothes I'm wearing. What sport are we going to play? Yes, that's right. We will play futsal, but before we play, we will first discuss what is futsal is so that we understand the meaning, rule of the games, and the technique for the playing the game of the futsal itself. Because according to the proverb, it is mens sana in corpore sano, which means in a healthy body there is a strong soul. Are you ready? Before that, let's pray first, so that the lesson this time can go well. Pray begin. Pray enough. Futsal is one of the popular sports in which the game uses a medium, namely balls, shoes, and other equipment. Slightly different from soccer, whose field in the outdoor and is a large in size and use grass, while the futsal field is indoor with a smaller with a rubber carpet field as a different base than football, which uses grass with a different use, but these two games tend to be the same technique, rule, and the function or task for each player. Okay, in a more detail, let's discuss it together. Futsal is a ball game played by two teams, each of which has 5 members. The aim of the game is to get the ball into the opponent goal as many times by manipulating the ball with the feet. In addition to the 5 main players, each team is also allowed to have several reserve players. Unlike other indoor soccer games, the futsal field is limited by using line, not by using board or nets. Futsal games are also known by various other terms. The term futsal is an international term derived from the Spanish or Portuguese word, namely football, which means football, and sala, which means indoor. The history of futsal was sparked by someone from Uruguay, namely Juan Carlos Martini, and futsal has been inaugurated by FIFA since 1930. Until now, futsal has spread to the more than 100 countries. The FIFA Futsal World Cup is the biggest competition for futsal. History futsal originally popular in the city of Montevideo, Uruguay, in 1930 by Juan Carlos Seriani. The units of the futsal has received positive attention in all the states of South America, especially in Brazil. The skill developed in this game can be seen in the various world-famous styles that Brazilian players have demonstrated outdoor or rather on a regular sized pitch. An example is Pelé, a famous star from Brazil, developing his talent through playing futsal. Meanwhile, Brazil continues to be considered the center of the world futsal game. In the present era, this game is competed under the auspices of the Federation Internationale de Football Association, FIFA, throughout the world from Europe to Central America and North America, Africa, Asia, as well as Oceania. The first international level match was held in 1965 Paraguay became the champion of the South America Cup. For the first time, 6 subsequent South America Cup contests were held until 1979. And all championship titles were swept away by Brazil. Brazil managed to continue its dominance by winning the first Pan America Cup, which was held in 1980, and won it again in the next contest, namely in 1984. The Futsal World Cup Championship was first held with the help of FIFUSA before all of its members joined FIFA in 1989. In the city of Sao Paulo, Brazil, in the 1982, ending with the Brazil coming in the first place and winning the competition. Brazil repeated its victory at the second World Championship held in 1985 in Spain, but at the third World Championship in the 1988 in Australia, Brazil lost to Paraguay. Technique for playing futsal. Ball control. The technique of controlling the ball in a futsal game can be done with the inside of the foot, the outside of the foot, and the forefoot using the sole of the shoes. The technique of controlling the ball with the sole of the shoe in the futsal is very important, so every player must be master it. Feeder. Feet can be made with the different side of the foot, that is, with the inside of the foot, the outside of the foot, the toe, the heel or the bottom. What is the best? Use the inner leg with a flat direction or a long feet that will infiltrate the ground, because the feet will have the best accuracy compared to other. To outwit opponent player in the futsal game, futsal player must have the ability to dribble. There are several techniques for a dribbling that do need to be mastered in futsal. Here are some techniques in dribbling in futsal. Heading the ball or hitting. Not just playing the ball, using the feet. Every futsal player can also use his head in the game of futsal. In the game, hitting generally serves to pass the ball or shoot goal into the opponent goal. The trick is that the player hit the ball using the front of his head or forehead so that the ball can be slid with direction and power. Dribbling with the outside of the foot. By using this technique, if with the right foot, the futsal player can go the opponent left side or vice versa. However, this technique cannot trick the opponent to the right when using the right foot and vice versa. Dribbling with the inside of the foot. With the technique, futsal player can outwit the opponent to the right of the opponent when using the right foot or vice versa. However, this technique cannot trick your opponent to the left if you see the right foot in the fact vice versa. Dribbling with the back of the foot. Dribbling with the back of the foot is able to dribble in a straight direction when there is no opponent in the way. However, this technique is less effective at the deciding opponent on the left or right. Kick hard. An effective kicking technique in the futsal is kicking the ball with the foot or shoe, because with the technique the ball rotates fast enough and the ball will also move straight. Speed. the hallmark of the game is futsal is speed. So futsal players are quickly charged in the streaming the ball, moving in the search on the space to receive bait and react because with fast movement, futsal player will be able to deceive opponent and be in care and also quickly arrange good formation in carrying out attack or defense. Therefore, speed must be fully mastered as one of the basic futsal technique. Physical. Because in the game of futsal it takes a lot of movement, walking at the speed, it takes a suitable physics because without a good physical, it is very difficult for futsal player to play game at high speed. Futsal player position and their roles. The first, goalkeeper. Goalkeeper must have the courage to deal with a hard ball. Usually in the futsal, kick have the power of the use the ball, so their kick are difficult. Although there are also band that prioritize accuracy over strength, then try to learn to split or distribute the leg to the right and the left. This is especially useful for anticipating flat ball to the right and left. Anchor on anchor. The last defender or defender before the goalkeeper must be standard with the ball. In each position, player must be strong in defense, creative in keeping up the pace of the game, and also serve a starting point for attack in the team. If you have this character, then are suitable for playing in this anchor position. Flank. Player who are positioned on the wing are so synonymous with a key player because their movement in chart can change the direction of play. There are skilled in the combine from the wing and offering passes and can also be the final solution. But in the modern futsal era, you don't only have to attack standard, but you also have to be able to defend well. Usually, flank has more speed than his teammate because he has to defend attacking or entry. The player with the left foot is on the left wing, so is the right foot on right wing. If none of them are also performing as your team. The last, pivot. The position of this player is a forefront. It was like a pure attacker. Pivot's job is to break the opponent goal and also open opportunities for the teammates. As I mentioned before, we will have to catch or spin. His foot must have a strong body balance. Futsal equipment. Field area. Size between 25 to 43 meter long, time 15 to 25 wide. Boundary line X a centimeter wide line. Side touch line. Gets line and the end and center cross line there. Meter center circle, no obstruction, walls or board. Penalty area 6 meter RC from its post goal. Penalty point 6 meter from the goal line. Second penalty point is 10 meter from the goal line. Turnover zone area 5 meter from the halfway line on the grandstand side of throw. Target 2 meter height, time there meter wide, smooth surface, throwing range flat and non-abrasive. Ball size for circumference 62 to 64 cm, weight 0.4 to 0.44 kg. Bones 55 to 65 cm on first bones and made from leather. Game length, normal duration 2 times 20 minutes, length of the break 10 minutes, length of the extra time 2 times 5 minutes. If the result is still a draw, after 2 times 20 minutes of the normal time. Violence and the sanction in a futsal game. The first direct free kick is a type of the sanction issued by the referee for a player who have violated the rules and applies when the match is in a progress. The free kick by the opposing team is taken from the where is infringement occurred, but is still subject to the provisions regarding to the possession of the free kick. Second, indirect free kick can be given if, for example, a team make a mistake, either the goalkeeper or another player. So, that's all about futsal. Can be you understand? Do you have an idea of how to play futsal? It's great. You guys are smart. After this, please change into your sport clothes and immediately head to the field, because we will play futsal and choose who play. We will get a special reward. So let's do it, guys. Come on.